If you ask any mediocre salesman, maybe working in electronics organization, selling bulbs and tube lights, if you ask him, what you are selling, he would say that I'm selling bulbs and tube lights. Are you blind? Can't you see that? And if you raise the same question to a great salesman from the same organization, then he may say that I'm an instrument of spreading light. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the 91st book in our book reading series. And before I get into what this book holds and what the construct is, I would like to highlight workplace, karma bhumi. I'm a karma yogi. I believe in being karma yogi, and I find the purpose of my life in my workplace, in my role, in my work. For me, work is worship. So if you ask me today what's there in this workplace, related with workplace, I would say the 3 P's. That's basically my personal perspective and practice. That's basically the purpose. Just now I was talking about, trying to indicate about this great salesman, that he said that he's an instrument of spreading light. Yes. So the purpose of life, and definitely passion is the byproduct of purpose. When you have absolute clarity on your purpose, then you will need not to struggle on being passionate. You will be automatically passionate. And the third is basically performance, and the performance. These 3, especially the third one, at any organization you are in, any culture you are in, any sector, any industry, any geography, any ecology you are in, these are your safety nets. SOPs, yes, standard operating processes or procedures, we all know about that. If you adhere with, they will safeguard you that you are following the SOPs. These are the basic higher SOPs that if you are a performer, then irrespective whatever the office politics happens with you, definitely life is not easy. And when it comes to workplace, it's sometimes mostly it's like a roller coaster, because there are people who could be jealous of you, and out of healthy competition there could be many things happening, backbiting, and someone talking shit about you to the boss. And if the kache kaan wala agar boss hai, fir chodo. But in be it any situation, it's your performance, and performance. That. And let me tell you, when it comes to workplace, which kind of people actually sustain or actually grow, rather evolve at work. The people who are performers, I take a lot of pride and gratitude towards God that He breathed in me this kind of courage and competence that whenever I feel like I move from one organization to another organization, maybe industries. We see 27 years of experience and 15 organizations and several sectors. Could be petroleum, pizza, electronics, education. It could be various organizations and beyond geographies. So, and the people who have some kind of majburi or don't feel that kind of competent with age, basically, and they tend to become psychophant. They tend to I don't want to get into that. Let's speak about the book. The book is Ronn Hubbard's The Problems at Work. The Problems at Work. What Ronn Hubbard talks about, but I think most of you or some of you may know Ronn Hubbard. Ronn Hubbard is the father of Scientology, the father of Dianetics, and the self is been into Scientology and Dianetics for more than 20-25 years now. Presidents of one of the biggest conglomerates of India and introduced me to Scientology. And since then, no looking back. It really helped me a lot when it comes to my evolution at work and in life, personal life. So at Problems at Work, Ronn Hubbard is talking about some content that's basically on what does holding a job depend. Number 2, handling the confusions of the workday world. Is work necessary? The secret of efficiency. Life as a game. Affinity, reality, and communication. Exhaustion, the man who succeeds. So, as you know, I don't get into the details of the book because I don't want to destroy the charm of book reading. Rather, I would pick up just one topic, maybe affinity, reality, and communication, with the ARC triangle. So, for example, not just at workplace, maybe suppose you are going for watching certain movie, and you clap at certain scenes while watching that movie at multiplex, and then you'll see several people around you are also clapping for that. And you tend to look at each other, right? You just exchange the glances, right? That's basically, you see some reality in it, you know. So you have this sense of affinity in the sense of kind of a passion, liking towards that, you know. And then you may communicate, definitely you will communicate by exchanging smiles and all those things. Later on, maybe if you have an opportunity and you take initiative, you initiate a dialogue, and you, who knows, that you become great friends in life. It's basically be with the people who are on the same mission as you. Yeah, because there are many people who are there, always there, you know, to pull you down. When it comes to even workplace, you choose an organization, you choose a sector or geography where you feel very respected, and you, because a happy mind is productive mind, as simple as that. But at times, you know, optics of the situation seem like, you know, not in favor of you, and you being a human being, you get bogged down. So then you need to actually be resilient, ladies and gentlemen. We all have to be resilient. So we have to resurrect, rise, and resonate with the expectation of the current situation, the current job, the current department, the current organization sector, the current boss, you know, and current people, the current stakeholders, current clients. That's what you need to quickly adapt. I understand many times the best practices, the great practices, you've been there, you know, working with MNCs and, you know, elite bosses. Those things come in your mind whenever you are having maybe a meeting or something. Then many times you get agonized because, you know, you think this is not being professional, that was being professional. But I think you let go. Don't get drove. Don't fall into a trap of, you know, a kind of argument, you know, because that's very nasty. At the end, you know, you need to deliver what is expected from you. So it's basically quickly accept, adapt, and then achieve. This is what I feel. And then certain things, aside this book and out of my experience, you know, I would say that it's not being an individual at workplace. It's basically a team. So it's less me and more we. You need to be a fantastic, very empathetic, you know, very caring, compassionate team player. You need to understand their limitations, their challenges, and the scope. So you need to be it you are in any position, you know, leadership position. First, you need to be a fantastic team player. Then now, if you ask me, one of the best practices I learned from my bosses, and I've been doing that since 2001 when I used to lead teams at maybe Domino's or maybe Cafe Coffee Day, you know. Then I would say, when you're holding a team, especially, you know, before any good event or important activity, you know, some target achievement, very important for you, you should have a meeting where, you know, people walk out of that meeting, could be 10 minutes, an hour, you know, meeting planning. They walk out with a lot of smiles and sense of, you know, encouragement, fearlessness. Yes, we will do it together. That kind of, it's a sandwich approach. When you're giving a feedback, start with positive. In between, you need to do kind of, you know, a lot of, you know, ground research and give the feedback as it is, without any labels, biases, you know. You need to be very honest with yourself and the people who are there, you know, neither flattery, neither over appreciation. You give the feedback, whatever is expected from this situation, and then you should end with positivity. Positivity in between, whatever you want to discuss, and then end with positivity, the sandwich. This is, I believe, you know, this is what the universal practice, you know. So let's co-explore and co-evolve with Ron Hubbard's The Problems at Work, the problems of work, you know. And the work is worship for every dedicated, devoted Karma Yogi. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. I take a lot of pride in working with Chitkara University, where, if you ask me straight from the heart, you know, the work culture is so encouraging over here, so good, lot of freedom, freedom to the extent that, you know, you add a lot of value to the university, to the department you work with, to the stakeholders. You see.